Okay, so I plugged my iPad into my computer. You see how it says syncing Nancy's iPad, and I just did it the other day, so it's not going to have a whole lot to do. Most of these songs that I have on here are songs that I took from my CDs, I just had them on my computer. I'm going to go to Add File to Library, to File, Add File to Library, and I'm going to come over here to my music, which your computer might, this is a new computer, so it might look a little different, but let's say that I have, okay, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, You've Made Me So Happy. That's on my computer, and I want it to be on my iPod or my iPad. So I'm going to click Open, and it is putting it on there. You might not be able to see it, but then if let's see. They just redid iTunes, and I have trouble navigating it. Search library. So it was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Okay, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Here it is. 2 items.
How did we get to that screen?
This is just iTunes. Just iTunes, and there's a little search right here. All right, this is the screen that I wanted to show. This is what my iPad has, Nancy's iPad. All right, check for update. This is if things really go wrong and you want to just kind of start over again, you can restore it. And I did have to do that one time with one of my older iPads. All righty. Music. Sync music. Entire music library? No, because I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs. They wouldn't all fit on there. So I'm going to choose selected playlist, and then I created some playlists, and those are the ones that I want on there. So you can check whatever you want, and then they'll automatically sync up on there. Photos. You're going to create a folder on your desk or somewhere, like if you want in My Pictures, okay? And again, because I take hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pictures, thousands actually, I would not sync all my pictures because I've got 30,000 pictures in My Pictures. So I would choose selected folders and check off the ones that I want. And what I have done is created a folder that I just put the pictures that I want on there. How do you create a folder? Okay. You right click.
Is this on your iPad or
this is on your computer? This is on your computer.
Okay. No, on the computer, yeah.
Right. You're going to create a folder on your computer, new folder, and then I usually call it iPad Pics, and then I put the pictures in there, and then when I go to my selected folders, now I think it's looking in My Pictures. I'm going to choose a folder from my desktop, which is my iPad Pictures, which I don't have anything in there right now. But then I would apply it, which I'm not going to do because I don't want it there. And next time you plugged it in, all those pictures would go onto there, and they would be in your little photo thing, and then your music would be there too. It's one of the things you just kind of have to play with. Oh, turn the iPad caps lock on. Y'all know how to do that? Okay. Okay, if you want your caps lock on, right here it makes one capital letter. But if you want it to stay on, you hit it twice, and you see how now it's blue, and now everything that I type will be capitalized. And then I want to take it off. I just touch it again. All right, this is copy and paste, and I did talk about that, how to replace a word, and I talked about that a little bit also. To add a full stop. A full stop is the you double click the space bar, and that makes a period. That's what that's talking about. Directions in maps. You know how you have a map icon on your computer? Let me go back to this.
What's the difference in that and Google Maps? This is where you should go, really, for maps?
Not necessarily. I like Google Maps. The nice thing about this Maps is it's right there.
Okay.
You know, it's just a little bit easier. So, right. And so you can, if you get directions, if I want an address from my current location, or if I want to get that, because you see, I'm not on the internet right now, but you can get directions.
You had something that Frank put on here, maybe other.
This one, zoom in on websites. This one's really kind of cool if you're trying to see something. All right, let me. Okay, this is a book I'm reading that it was just free. And if I'm having trouble seeing, I'm taking my 2 fingers and I'm just stretching the page. And I can make it virtually as big as I want. And then, and I did all my fingers like that and it closed it.
Do you use iBooks?
I do not use iBooks. I actually have a real Kindle. So I have the Kindle app, which is right here.
Okay, I don't have one. So
but you can get a Kindle app without having a Kindle. The only thing that you have to have is an Amazon account. And if you have an Amazon account and you have a Kindle app and you have a library card, you can read all the books that you want for free that are in the library. You can, let me see if I can get online. Nook might do it as well. I'm not sure.
Somebody put Kindle on my iPad. That's what
That's
you're
the app.
talking about? Okay.
All right, I think that this is my library thing. Every morning when I get up, I go to the library page and I see if they've loaded anything else new. Because like you might go a week or more and it's just the same, nothing new has been uploaded. And then they'll upload 10 or 15 new books. And I browse them, and then you don't have to download them because you can only read one book at a time. But you can create a wish list, and it'll hold as many books as you want. And then when you're ready to read it, if it's available to be checked out, then you have to follow a process, and you can go through your Amazon. And that, if anybody wants to do that, I can kind of walk you through it when we have better internet. There are some audio books. You can get an audio book, or you can get a book to read. If you get an audio book, you wouldn't have to have. Well, you would have to have the Kindle thing, but then you could listen to it. Yeah.
The network's working.
Here's the library site. These are the new ones that came in the past couple of days. I can go to more. And it'll show me if it's available. See, there's only one copy. There's one. It's like a real book. Even though it's not a physical book, only a certain amount of people can have it checked out at a time.
You have to do it within 3 weeks or something.
You do have to read it within 3 weeks, but I will tell you a little trick. If let's say you've got 50 more pages to read, and your 3 weeks is going to be up. Turn your Wi-Fi off, finish reading it, and it can't take it away. And then when you're finished reading it, turn your Wi-Fi back on. Yeah. You're not keeping anyone else from getting it, because in the library's mind, they have taken it away from you and given it to somebody else. So you're not keeping anyone else from getting it, but you can keep it for a little bit longer. This is the library site, and you just type Jefferson Parish Library, and they'll ask you to sign in, and you just put your library card in their number with no dashes, and you just navigate it. And you can, if you want to do a search, like there's a particular book that you want to read. Yes. Oh, that's another thing that I did want to show you. This is another cool thing. If there's a website that you go to frequently, like I go to the library frequently, but I just leave this tab open all the time. But see this little arrow, oops, I'm covering it, this little arrow thingy right here? Okay, I'm clicking that, and I can email that website to myself or to a friend. I can message it. I don't do Twitter. I would not put this on Facebook. But you see this, add to home screen? I'm going to click it, and I can parish, and I can click add, and here it is right here.
Oh, I gotta do that. How did you do that?
Okay, I'll go back. Just click.
Where are you? In Safari?
Okay, I'm in Safari. I'm just on a web page, any web page.
Okay.
So let me just, I'm just going to go to Google. Okay, just this web page right here. Okay, just whatever you're on. You just need to go to this little, touch this little arrow right there.
It's an arrow to, it's hard to see, but it's an arrow like pointing.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
it's right there.
Okay.
And then add to home screen.
Oh, I gotta do that.
And then then you can backspace and you can call it whatever you want. And add.
Oh, I want that. Oh, I got it.
And then it's right there.
I didn't know how to do that.
And then I don't really want that there, so I'm going to touch it, make them wiggle, and I'm going to click that X and delete it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have taught us so much. I'm excited. Thank you so much.